Well, is the game over? The Tesla Plaid spontaneously ignited, trapping the driver inside. After all, the Tesla Plaid was presented only recently. In this video we will see what happened to the burnout Tesla Plaid and how it happened, as well as how many cases have already been recorded, who is to blame and how Tesla reacted to it. You will be shocked, maybe this is the end of the game for Tesla, and it's worth starting a recall of Tesla Plaid. On June 29th, a Tesla Model S Plaid in Pennsylvania caught fire while driving. The driver had only bought the car 3 days beforehand. He was driving at 50 miles per hour when the battery installed in the bottom of the car caught fire at the rear of the car, trapping him inside. The driver of the Model S Plaid was an experienced driver and was able to get out on his own by breaking the glass before the firefighters arrived. As it happened, Pennsylvania firefighters just recently completed training on how to properly handle electric vehicle fires. Their new skills helped to extinguish the fire quickly. But the car managed to burn out, since the combustion temperature of chemical elements is higher than that of gasoline. The driver, in addition to calling the fire department, reported the incident to Tesla so that they could figure out what happened. But the story continues. Rather than reacting to the problems with the obvious important Model S Plaid, Tesla, most likely fearing for its reputation and financial investment, which for each Model S Plaid costs more than $130,000, decided to simply ignore the request from the driver. Imagine the surprise and complete frustration of owner, who not only lost his car after just 3 days of ownership, but also remained in the dark since Tesla never contacted him back. The owner of Tesla Model S Plaid hired an attorney to file a lawsuit to deal with the situation, and further events will develop in the court. Tesla has just started shipping the Tesla Plaid version, and at the presentation they just talked about a new battery development, but no further details were announced. We only know that with the Tesla Plaid they still use the same 18650 cell size that Tesla has been using since the launch of its first version of Tesla Model S in 2012. But apparently the chemistry was changed to a new type, which could be the cause of the fire. Of course, it's too early to talk about it now, before the conclusion of investigation by the NHTSA Commission, which is currently working on identify the cause of the fire. Let me remind you that Tesla announced but has not yet applied the new type of 4680 battery standard, a video about which we have on the channel. If Tesla continues to ignore this incident, it can only mean that Tesla really does not want to recognize it as a problem, which automatically puts all Tesla Model S Plaid owners at a high risk, and lawsuit will be common for Tesla Plaid owners. Another reason, which is also likely, is that Tesla does not have answer at the moment, since this is not at all what they expect to happen. Otherwise, you need to urgently respond to the situation, as this directly threatens the life of Tesla Plaid owners. We have already seen several Tesla recall cases, but mostly it was either the identification of known defect over time, such as an under-tightened bolt in Tesla Model Y of certain release year. But there has never been such a profound case for Tesla. We will not exclude the probability of the fire due to reasons that does not directly depend on Tesla, such as the road surface damaging an important part of the car, or for example, a literally abandoned container with a liquid which combined with a high ambient temperature and the hot sun could cause interior to catch fire from the inside. It has not yet been clarified by Commission of Injury into this case. And this is really not the first case for Tesla. For example, on November 23, 2020, a 5-year-old Tesla Model S caught fire. The reason in that case was a fire from driver intervention, which was carried out on the service not from Tesla. There have also been several Tesla fires in an accident where the battery deforms and from the sudden altered chemical reaction the car catches fire. For example, a Tesla Model S ran into a large rock at a high speed, which threw the car up and damaged the battery and caught fire. And while the firefighters arrived, the car completely burned out. Different EV manufacturers have also had different cases where they needed to start a recall car due to battery defect that could cause the car to catch fire. And furthermore, there have been several cases of spontaneous combustion of Chevy Bolts that were plugged for charge at night or were parked and were not even in motion. For example, on May 1st, 2021, there was such a case, and after careful investigation, Chevrolet decided to make a recall produced from 2017 to 2019, which is thousands of units. For statistics, in the USA, 200,000 vehicles burn out per year. The most frequent model is the BMW X1 with the tens of thousands of spontaneous fires per year. On my channel you can watch about Tesla's general safety in the video here. Thanks for watching this video and also watch the Tesla safety video.